Hello and welcome back to Pleasure Island, where last time we built a pretty good I win coaster because this one coaster is basically me pressing the I have won button. Because really, I mean, this is just gonna generate us so much money that, yeah, we'll be good for at least a good while, you know, in terms of money. In fact, if this thing starts to kick off in terms of guests coming towards it, yeah, we don't need to worry about anything anymore ever. Also, guest 518, wait, 518, I should say. You are going to be named as well. Because we only have two named guests in the park. And wait, I'm doing this wrong. We're gonna add you again. Again? Because I noticed this, you know, in like the last park. We entered him in the park and he left instantly. Which I say doesn't count. So you are a bit tired. I hope for you that there will be a bench free, so that you can at least rest up a little bit. Would be nice, wouldn't it? I think you'll find somewhere place to rest your legs. Anyway, yeah, look at how crowded it is, and we're gonna make it even more crowded still. Also, I think we should check what the eggheads are doing. No, they're still on thrill rides. Is there much more to come? We haven't had thrill rides. Oh, we probably got water rides. I'm not sure about the tracked rides just yet. I feel like we should fit in coasters first and foremost. Tracked rides probably later on. Ooh. These are gonna be really difficult to add to this park. There are some very difficult coasters to build here, like this one, and also like this one. Very difficult. So maybe we do need to research roller coasters, even despite the fact that we have like plenty. We might even still need to research them. As for what we're gonna build over here. What shall we build here? The next coaster can probably have like the station start at, you know, or have it extend all the way up till here. So we'll probably have the station be like over here-ish. You know, like on this line, probably. So if we were to do that and have it wait, yeah, no, hold on, there's the issue. So we'd have to have it go below this high section here, this curtain of supports. I mean, I don't mind, you know, going below this curtain of supports. And if we stay at the water level, I'm thinking, you know, about it, and all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, no, I mean, you know, see, here's the thing. I was kind of thinking of building this coaster because it's so cheap and we'd have the money for it still. But I'm starting to have second thoughts about the whole idea of this coaster, because to get this going proper, this needs like a solid lift. And if we add this section again, unless, but I doubt it's possible. Unless we're able to have it be like lifted and then down here and then somehow manage to lift it up here and then do its wiggle waggle everywhere and then get back to the station. That's tight, man. I don't know if we're capable of doing that. Let me see. How tight is? Yeah, it's impossible for me to guess, but I have a feeling that there might be room, like, in between here. It's a bit difficult to see, but I have a feeling that on the inside of this curve here, there might be room. Maybe. We'll see. What we're gonna do is we are gonna try that, but I think that we should only try that after we've built some other stuff. Why don't we build a ship on this island? Huh? Yeah. We don't have a ship. We should have built a ship. Just so that we can say that we have it. You know what would be even better? Let us expand the path. I think that would be the most clever thing to do right now. Let's just add the path here, right onto the straight section. And then all the way up till here, basically. Yes. Yes. And then we'll go pretty ham on the benches. Like, okay, I guess we just had to switch it up. But we'll also add in like a few jumping fountains, because we can. Now, I also recall myself saying in the previous park that I really liked the bridges that we made with, you know, with like the path. But over here, I feel like it's better that we don't, really. Also, we have a toilet here, so I don't feel like we would need to add one over here. But what we definitely need is like a drink stall. And then we'll probably go for something popcorny, you know. Drinks, there's no way to color this. And maybe also like an umbrella stand. Yes, I think an umbrella stand would also not be a bad thing. We can actually get that over there. Nice. And then umbrella, and I don't know, I don't think you can buy maps over here, can you? Let's check this out, because we can see that in the price. No. In that case, yeah, let's build this somewhere. Not for the umbrellas, but for the cuddly toys. All right. let's add the cuddly toys to our park. Let's also have, you know what, we're just gonna go with black. Black is gonna be the universal color for all the souvenirs in the park. So if you see a lot of black guests here, you know that they've bought stuff. And then, yeah, let's get the ship in here now. Because now that we know where all of our stuff is, I kind of feel like we maybe want to build this in facing, you know, building like this, rather than build it alongside the, you know, parallel with like the cliff face. I don't know why, but I feel like this is actually clever construction. I could be severely mistaken in this. Probably, it's the most likely thing, actually, coming to think of it. Yeah, definitely. However, this is nice. That's like a good queue size. And then over here, so long as we keep this flat, it's good. And then, yes. Yeah, this is good. I like it. I like it. We have the perfect... Wait, hold on. I said no entry. Yeah, I didn't say lure guests into a no entry zone. I said no entry. You know what that means, game? As if the game is a thing, you know, that has a thought, that is sentient, which it totally isn't. Also, you know what we could also do to boost up the ratings even further? What we could do is just add like a few fountains and maybe like a few flower beds here and there. Because they do work in the end, you know? Maybe add like a few trees. I feel like we should do that once we run low on money, which we're gonna have like a slight dip in our money situation shortly. Even though, look, I said it about the money, huh? Yeah, this thing is gonna come into full effect right now. Look, it is making I don't know how much per hour. It only has made 600 in the profits. This thing is gonna reel in the profits like crazy. So, anywho, the swinging ship shall also be 5 game Eurobucks. And then we need like a gentle ride added to this area too, and then we're ready for a coaster. Which I think, like, I feel like what we should try and do is just get like a gentle ride in here. And then if we were to do the coaster here, maybe it would be more clever to build the gentle ride here, so we can do the coaster facing this direction and hook that up there. Yeah. See, planning, guys. that's the whole key and thing about this park. It's all about the planning. Oh, and you know what I also did? You know, like I said I would do in the first video. Because I'm already starting to run out of names. So here's what I've done. On the side of the screen, I have the Wikipedia for worms open. Yeah, I kid you not. It's all about the preparation, huh? And yeah, so I have worm names here. And so... Let's name this. Let's name the coasters to worms only. Let's not do like the thrill rides, because the coasters are the most worm-like, right? So why don't we call this one, rather than worm-like, ship-like? No. We call this Silo of the Sea. It's not really. It doesn't really mean anything, but it sounds good, you know. I think that's gonna be like the main thing of this park, you know, good sounding names mean jackal. What are we gonna do here? I kind of like this color scheme, if I'm really honest. Maybe do this red. Doesn't even need to be red. Maybe like the light brown. I think this is actually good. You know, I'm gonna stick with these colors because I like them. So that means that all we need to do is open this up. Are we gonna do like a extra handy dude for this exit? I feel that it might not be such a bad idea. I know that that is expanding, you know, our staff expenditure like quite a lot, quite quickly. But, oh well, you know. I mean, they do mow the grass after all. You know, in the end, we're gonna have like a pretty good-looking island, because wherever the staff can reach it, we're gonna have mowed grass. You know, in areas like this and over here. Yeah, this park's gonna be a good-looking one. Now, as for the gentle ride, let us have also. Yeah, no, we do have music here. Good. Ooh, should we mix it in? I feel like it wouldn't be a bad idea to keep it small in terms of like the ride length here. So what we could do is like say that we are gonna go here. Let's see, yeah, like this, and then this, and this leaves me like 2 more spaces here for shops and stalls later on, and we might even be able to squeeze another ride in over here, like a motion box or something. Well, it's probably gonna be used for the coaster. Yeah, actually, saying that, I think I've already decided that it's gonna be used for the coasters. Yeah, who am I kidding, right? I mean, it is, you know, everything for the coasters. Like they would say in, you know, my life for the coasters, rather than the zoo or whatever the freak was called, you know, in the series, you know, for the craft of war. Oh, what is it? I don't know. Of course I know, right? I'm trying to make references here, trying to be clever. Oh crap! I'm totally not. Yeah, hold on. You think you can enter for 170? Hell no. You'll pay up $5. Oh man, and all the guests who would enter the queue and have the higher price right now. Oh, I love it. Right. Look, and then I think that like one train load is actually like a full queue. Seems like it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. And now it fills up instantly again. Very good. Alright, why don't we call this one... You know, actually... we have to call this the pier. And you know why? This is the worm park, right? You know, in Dutch, this is like a worm. So we have to have this. And because, oh wait, no, because this is also like, you know, the Dutch translation of it, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this be, how are we gonna do this? This doesn't look anything like it. but nor would this really look anything like it. But I guess there's more red here, there's white in the center, and there's blue down there. So I guess this is the best we can do. But yeah, you know, because of the name, we're gonna go with my, you know, my nation's banner here. So there we are. Right, nice. Another right down. Let us get the coaster, because I see that our money is going up already. Let us spend it on like a third coaster. Now, what did we say? I thought we said over here is the good spot. But we need to work out where exactly we need to start for this thing to be even viable. So, and with viable, I mean that it can get up. Yeah, so that's not over there. That much is for certain. Where else would you be able to go? Because currently, the issue that we are running into is called the other coaster. And it's not a nice issue to run into. Now, balls. Nice! Right. Now, I said I thought we would have space on the inside of the curve. Let us try and prove this theory. My theory stands true. Okay, so there is one downside to this. That is that we're gonna have more wooden supports here. Oh! And we've hit the support limit? What? Okay, that's unexpected. Okay, now that the track isn't like literally everywhere, let us quickly get this this exit sorted. And we're not gonna do anything complicated here, though. Because this park is like super crowded, because that's just the nature of how the way that the pathing logistics are. I feel like long queues are clever in this park. Despite the queue times becoming bad, what it does is it just takes off a bit of the pressure of our pathing systems. So I feel that this is clever, but you know, I might totally be wrong on that matter. It has happened before, and it will happen again very frequently. Anyway, so the path is sorted. I think it is. We actually we can start building this coaster out and see what we can do with it. Right, and by that, it is mainly going to be the challenge to try and see that we get like good ratings out of this without going too overboard with the lurks. See, and this is like the real challenge here. Trying to stay inside the park boundary. Anything but easy. I'm sure. Now, in theory, what we should now be able to do is go down. And then I think it would be clever to move up over here. And then, let me see. Right, okay, let's do a bit of track planning here, because just looking at it and trying stuff isn't really the most effective way. We do have room to go up above this coaster, and any future coaster will not have that option because we effectively blocked it off here. So if we want to capitalize on some height, what we could do is, nah, I feel like we shouldn't interweave it too much. So we'll have this one because it's so compact and because it can do it. We'll have this one stick to this bit, to this area. And in terms of like, because I mean, I'll be capable of having this stick to wherever I want, really. But in terms of like underground, I would love for this to be able to resurface right over here with a lift and then just lift back, basically. Because we need that one underground section in every coaster, basically. Doing that underground trick, you know, that will guarantee us that we will always have the right ratings. So, having said that, let me get to work on this one. Right now, because we are... let me see. If we were to do that, we would run into issues. We might be able to pull something like this. This maybe? Okay, wait. Hold on a second. There is some stupid Virginia rail coaster. Who's built that over there? Oh yeah. So in a sense, over here, I would be able to go down by 2. Do we hit the path here? We don't. Oh, nice. I would love to do something cool here with this, but that is not gonna happen. Or is it? Oh, that is so gonna happen. It is, guys. Look what I have discovered for coolness that we can do here. Oh yeah, we interfere totally with this track here. Rightio. Okay, so again, just another short section of track planning, because we've done some cool stuff with this coaster, but we're not there. We're not out of the woods yet. We need to drop to height 7, and I feel like if we are to do that, I feel like we should do it in like a moment. But where is the drop gonna happen? I feel like over here would be like the best place, but we kind of screwed ourselves out of that possibility. Oh, wait. Yeah, we did. Because there is this curve here. So over here is not gonna happen, but maybe like on this line, that is gonna happen. But that's like, if we were to do that, what we would need to do is basically go like this. And then I'm afraid that we won't line up properly. Never mind. Thou does not need to be afraid. Is what I should have said here. Really? What's where? If I were to up these, is that like bad? Am I doing bad track design here right now? Yeah, well, maybe slightly, because I'm not really helping out here in terms of like, because I can't get out of this underground section over here, and it's also, if I were to get out, yeah, over here it's also not really gonna happen. So, am I doing bad track design here? Well, kind of. Because there is the path here. Basically, the only section that we could get out is if I were to go and then is that possible? Let me just see if we can pull that one off, because if we can pull this one off, I mean, this is just crazy. Now this is truly crazy. No way that you've got to be kidding me. We are doing this? All right. Okay, now we have like another problem. We have really high... Okay, please don't do that stupid jumping that you sometimes do. Well, actually, it's not really that much of an issue. See, we are currently right over here. What we can do is we can kind of curve ourselves around here. And then... yeah, and basically what we would need to do is curve ourselves around, line ourselves up for like another lifting section. Because that is just what needs to happen here. We need to have another lifting section. That's the only option I see here. Because, well, you know, I wouldn't know how to do it in any other fashion. So let's curve it around. And let's do the curving section. And then I said we need to. And then this needs to be, well, maybe we can even go over here, do the thing. This also has a pretty peculiar shape, if I may say so myself. Sometimes I feel like I'm only 12 years old. Who says I am not, by the way? Also, let me get the view back to normal. Yeah, this is... It's a little bit far out. In terms of, you know, where we are in the park. And it's not entirely the beach that I said we would keep it at, either. It's a little bit further out. These compact coasters are not as compact as they seem. I fear that we might not make it. Let me do a quick recap. Is this like a third? It doesn't feel like a third. It feels like this is like halfway. This here. And if that's halfway, then we need to get in like 2 coasters over here. No way. Are we able to do 2 coasters? I feel like we're not. Maybe I should have built this coaster much more over here, but if I'm honest, it kind of looks like a spaghetti already, and I feel like at least in this fashion we at least keep it somewhat, you know, separated. Somewhat. Not that much, but somewhat. Granted, though, if we have like a coaster that can make a little bit more height, because this coaster can't go that high either, but then we have plenty of room to go anywhere, really, because we can even pass through here, do stuff. We don't occupy much space here, except for this sea ship thing. Oh well, okay. What can I say? We should test ride it. Let us check the test ride, see how it does. See if we even manage to get above a 6 in the ratings. With this one, I'm actually not that sure. Because it is just, you know, it was a bit of a tight squeeze. let me keep it at that, alright? Also, you, new mechanic, you shall be... Wait, where exactly was that patrolling area? Oh well, it was spot on though. Oh wow, and look at the speed that it's going through stuff here. Yeah, crazy speeds. 50 kilometers an hour. Wow, it goes at 40 kilometers through the. Well, you know what type of shape, right? It does seem to make it rather nicely though. It's not entirely safe. I think that this one will definitely have like the potential to crash. I am beyond a reasonable doubt pretty sure that we are gonna have crashes on this one. But yeah, well, what can we say, right? Good. Now that we have this thing tested, let us get a name on this one. And because I have like the page open here, we're gonna and it has the shape. We're gonna call this Priapulida, which is not the way how it's pronounced, because these are all like the Latin names. So it is probably pronounced something like Priapulida, something like it, you know. And if not, we can always change it. But if you actually knew what the thing is, not gonna say anything, you know. Google it yourselves. It is fitting though. That's all I can say. And are we gonna do this? Maybe. We are leaning towards the white rather heavily, aren't we? I feel like we want lighter supports on this, because that matches the other coaster rather nicely. With a red track. Do we want this red track with this green lining? I think that the green lining can actually be a bit brighter green. We are of course gonna have black-yellow tubs, you know, like the general black and yellow lining you see in industrial areas. Definitely. Yeah, no, it's good. I like it. I'm curious to the ratings. You don't say. You don't say. Also, this will be like the middle section of the park. What we could try and do, kind of cheated a little bit, but what we could try and do is, can I get this out here? What we could try and do is try and see if we can have one more coaster in this, you know, with the station underground. And then basically utilize like this line here, right over here. Because there's only this bit to take into account. That's gonna be so difficult. It's really going to be difficult. Well, we could try. I have a thing in mind, you know, to maybe help us with our troubles. But what that's gonna be, and how we're gonna try and see if we can utilize this, we're gonna discover next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.